Good morning, students. Today, let's begin with the new chapter, that is the winds. Standard 7 Geography, lesson number 5, winds. First of all, let me explain you the meaning of wind, because our lesson is about the winds only. Wind means what? Air. Air means what? What we feel. We cannot see air. We know air is not visible to us, but we can feel the air. When the air blows, we say the air is cool. The air is hot, means we are able to feel the sense of the air when it is blowing. Definition of air: the movement of air in the horizontal direction is called wind. What is called wind? That is the movement of air in the horizontal direction. Now, horizontal means what? This way, not standing position. Vertical is this way, means height, but movement of air in the horizontal direction is called the wind. So wind means what? When the air moves in the horizontal direction, it is called wind. And air, children, you all know that air is not visible to us. We are able to feel the air. Suppose you are sitting in a classroom and the current is not there, electric current. What we say is, after some time we start saying it's very hot, air is not there. Means we feel the presence of the air but we cannot see it. Sometimes in the winter season the air is very cool and we feel cold, so we say it is the cool breeze. When the air is hot, we say it is the hot breeze. So hot winds are blowing. We have the different names for the hot winds also. So first of all, the simple thing, meaning of wind is air, and the definition is the movement of air in the horizontal direction is called wind. Now you can see this picture. In this picture you can see a green grass is visible. This grass is moving on one side. You can see it is turning towards the left hand side. It means the wind is moving from east to the west direction, right? Because left hand side we have the west direction, so wind is moving from east towards the west. Let us see this second picture. In the second picture you can see this tree is there, a tree, and its branches and the leaves are all moving towards the east part. That is, the air is blowing, that is the wind is blowing from west to east direction. So by observing the trees, the leaves, the movement of that thing, or the movement of the cloths which are dried on the rope, we can say from where the air is blowing. Now let us see this next picture. This picture is of the sunflowers. You can see many sunflowers are there. Now sunflowers turn the direction as per the sun's direction when the sun moves in. Now you can see here is a windmill. Now windmill is used for what? It's the name itself suggests it is the windmill. Windmill means this instrument produces energy with the help of the wind. So it is called as the windmill. The air, when it is blowing, with that blowing air in the atmosphere, this wind is producing what? Energy. So that is the wind energy. Wind energy it is. So it is called as the windmill. Now this is second thing. What is this? This is an instrument which is used to find out the direction of the wind, from which direction the wind is blowing in. You can see here the four things are mentioned, that is the directions: east, west, north and south. And this is a pointer. So this pointer helps us to find out the direction of the wind. Now this pointer is pointing towards the east direction. This is east according to this pointer. So the wind is moving in the eastern direction, that is towards the east. I hope this concept is clear to you. Try this. We begin with the lesson. Now see here, get pair of students to do this. Now this is an activity to be done by the students. Fold a paper into two same sized rolls. Keep both the paper rolls on one side of a table. You and your friend should select one roll each. Without touching the roll of the paper or the table, what can be done to move the paper rolls to the other end of the table? Now you can see this is a boy and this is a girl. Both are having the same paper bundle, means they have the roll-ups made from the paper. Now this girl is blowing what? Air with the help of a book. Okay, she is blowing air with the help of a book, and this boy is blowing air with the mouth. So what is happening here? When he is blowing air with the mouth and she is also blowing air with the help of the book. So what happens here? Both are trying to push the paper roll from this end of the table to the other end. So what do you think, children? See who moves the paper roll first to the other end of the table. What could be the reason of the delay in making the rolls reach to the other end of the table? How the delay can be done means how it will become late, or how it is possible to take from one end to the other end. What can we do to move the rolls to the other end of the table with a greater speed? Now this is an example given of a boy and a girl, how they are blowing the air. What is the third option, children? Greater speed. According to me, I think if we put a table fan, right? If I put a table fan here and I started with a greater speed, I hope this bundle reaches from here to there within a minute. It will not take time. Why? Because the air will be blown with a greater speed from the fan. Can a bottle filled with water be moved to the other end of the table in this manner? Suppose I keep a water bottle here filled with the water. Can you think it will move from one place to other with the help of the wind? No, it is not possible. Why? Because the water bottle is heavier due to the water. Can we use the same method that you tried for moving the paper rolls? Means, can we use the same thing even if I put the table fan, children, over there? It is not going to push the water bottle from here to there, because paper roll is lighter in weight and therefore it can move with the help of the air which is blown by the boy or the girl. The only simple thing is that it will take some time, but it will reach in the other corner with the help of the air. But at the same time, water bottle will be heavier, so the air pressure won't be able to move the water bottle. Now you can see this diagram. See, it's written change in the direction of winds. See figure 5.2, change in the direction of winds. Now here they have shown with the red mark original direction of air. That is the air, that is the arrow mark which is there with the red color will show what? That is the original, the real occurrence of the air. It is from high pressure to the low pressure. Blue color arrow indicates what? The blue color arrow indicates change direction because of rotation. Now who is rotating, children? See, this is the image of an earth. The earth keeps on rotating every now and then. It is never stopping for a single second also. Right. So let's see. We have learnt that the air pressure is not uniform across the earth's surface. Not uniform across the earth's surface means what? It is not same everywhere on the earth's surface. The air pressure also keeps on differing. It is a difference is there. Air moves from high pressure areas towards low pressure. Where is the air moving? From high pressure to the low pressure. Now for a kind information, children, where do we find high pressure of the air? That is on the earth's surface. When air comes in contact with the earth's surface, we find there is a high pressure. But it is not the same on the earth everywhere. It is dependent on the height of the place. So air pressure also differs according to the altitude of a place. Now let us see here. Now see, you will find here this is the North Pole, this is the South Pole at the base. Here we have 0 degree equator. So this is the center line, equatorial line, which divides the earth into two parts. Now this is equator. So what happens? Equator, always there is temperature is very high. Now we know that on the equator perpendicular rays of the sun are there. Now perpendicular rays means what? The heat of the sun is more. So when the heat of the sun is more, temperature will be high, right? Then air pressure will be low. So here is low pressure. Then here you will find high pressure. Means when you start moving away from the equator, here the air pressure is high. And again in the polar region it is low pressure. So winds are moving from where? High pressure area to low pressure area, right? Now here it is low. So winds started moving from North Pole towards the equator, but in the meantime the direction changed towards the west. Same way here, the wind was moving towards the polar region, but it got diverted towards the east. So you can see that from both the poles, the direction of the air changes. Why? Because of the rotation of the air. Example, children, the moment you start beginning or you want to reach somewhere, okay, and the thing moves on. So will you reach the same place? No, you won't be able to reach the same place. The reason is the thing is moving, the object is moving. So there will be a difference when you reach in that particular place. So this is the original direction of the air pressure, that is the winds which are generating, and in blue color the change direction of the winds which occurs due to the rotation of the earth. See, earth keeps on rotating, children. अर्थ हमेशा घूमती रहती है, वो कांस्टेंट नहीं है. जब हम एक जगह से स्टार्ट करते हैं, एयर स्टार्ट होती है, बाय दैट टाइम व्हाट हैपेंस, this air moves. So what happens to the earth moves in till that time this side. So the wind also gets diverted towards the west part. Okay, I hope this concept is clear of yours. Let's continue with the explanation, children. Let us see now. See, we have learned that the air pressure is not uniform across the earth's surface. Air moves from high pressure area towards low pressure areas in a horizontal manner. So how the air moves in a horizontal way. Winds are generated due to this movements. So winds are generated due to this movement of the air. The extent of the difference in the air pressure affects the velocity of the wind. Now what is that? The extent of the difference in the air pressure affects the velocity of the wind, that is the speed of the wind. How much difference is there in the air pressure and the temperature? It affects the velocity, it is the speed of the wind. If there is less difference in the pressure, winds blow with less velocity. Means if there is a less difference between the air pressure and the temperature, then the winds blow with the less speed. Winds blow with greater velocities if the pressure difference is greater. Suppose there is air pressure is high and temperature is too low, then the winds blow with the greater speed, greater velocities. Wind speed also varies. So speed of the wind also differs. Wind velocity is measured in the units of knots or kilometers per hour. How do we measure? That is, wind's speed is measured in the units of knots. We say knots, or we speak about the kilometers per hour. What is it? Means that, see the train how it runs, we say 50 kilometers per hour, isn't it? Same way wind, sometimes cyclones are there. When the cyclone is there, you will find that the winds are blowing with a greater speed. So they will say, when Amphan was there, an example of Amphan cyclone, that winds will blow with 200 kilometers per hour speed. So fast the wind will be there. So in this way the winds are moving with a greater speed. Next, give it a try. Write the changed direction of wind in the table below. Pressure belts, they are given northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, mid latitudes and the poles. You can see here they have told mid latitudes and the poles. So in the mid latitudes, how the winds will blow? Winds get depleted towards the right. It moves towards the right. In the southern hemisphere, south, wind gets depleted towards the left. Means direction changes towards the left. Poles here will be north to south pole, and here it will be south to north pole. Let's see the explanation. When we consider the earth as a whole, मीन्स हम पूरी अर्थ के बारे में पढ़ रहे हैं. अर्थ विल नॉट से इंडिया, विल नॉट से अमेरिका, कोई भी कॉन्टिनेंट नहीं लेना है सेपरेटली, कोई ओशियन नहीं लेना है. वी आर टेकिंग द अर्थ एज अ होल प्लैनेट वी आर कंसिडरिंग, चिल्ड्रन. सो व्हेन वी कंसिडर द अर्थ एज अ होल, we find the difference of the winds is influenced by the rotation of the earth. So what do we find, or what do we observe? That is, the direction of the winds is influenced. Influenced means what? Affected due to the rotation of the earth. In the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected towards the right of their original direction. We have seen in the diagram, right? I'll show you once again. You see here, in the north part, this is the north part, right? North pole. So in the north pole, winds are going where? Towards the west. And in the south pole, winds are going towards the western part. Here it goes towards the east, means the direction of the winds are changing from one to the other. In the northern hemisphere, winds get deflected towards the right of their original direction, whereas in the southern hemisphere, they get deflected towards the left of their original direction. So, change in the direction of the winds in the northern and the southern hemisphere. See figure 5.2. Just we have seen, children. This direction has been shown by curved arrows in the figure. How we have seen? With the arrows, right? Blue color arrows show us what? The change in the direction of the wind. The rotation from west to east causes this change in the original direction of the winds. Now, where is the earth rotating? The earth rotates from west to east, right? We know that earth doesn't rotate from east to west. The earth rotates from west to east, and this causes the change in the original direction of the winds. So, I hope this is clear to you, children. So, what we have studied today about the different, what is wind, what is the change in the direction of the winds, and how the air pressure affects the wind. So, air pressure and wind go in together. If the air pressure is higher, temperature will be low. Temperature is higher, air pressure is low. That is vice versa. Air pressure high, temperature low. Temperature high, air pressure low. So, it is going in the opposite. It is not the same.